Now, I want you to see something here in these next three actions that are taking place. Wow. There's two things that's actually happening on these next. It's really an illustration of the good measure. It's illuminating pretty much how the measure is. When it said good measure, you know, shall men give unto you good measure. This next three words, or these next three actions. Number one, press down. Number two, shaking together. Number three, running over. Now, ooh, Jesus. Somebody just say Jesus. Now, when we look at the first one, the first two are really a blessing to you as the giver. Let me show you. When you look at the fact that the good measure that's coming back to you, because remember we talked about this, given it shall be given unto you. Say unto me. So if it's talking about you and it's talking about good measure, now look at what it's saying. It says press down, meaning it's more room is being made for more blessings. Do y'all see that? More room is being made for more blessing. That if you ever wonder, well, what will keep me, pastor, to having a mindset of a giver? This will keep you to having a mindset of a giver, because as you are giving, they're giving unto you, and what God is saying is, listen, I'm making more room for more blessings. And I don't know who would be foolish enough to rather deal with more burdens versus dealing with more blessings. I don't understand that type of person who would rather, because life has been inundated with so much confusion, so much mess, so much uncertainty, that if all you're saying to me, God, is start giving, and not necessarily financially, but giving myself, being in, having a purposeful life, then my life will start to change to where you'll start making more room for more blessing. If that's the key, yay, Jesus. So, oh, Jesus. Then it says, shaken together. Now, shaken together, it makes it even more compact. Okay, let me help you. Because if you don't have a washing machine, you've been to the laundromat. Now, notice how when all those clothes are stuffed in there in the beginning, and when the cycle starts, you start seeing that there is more room. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in our life. As more is stuffed in and God is pressing it down, He's shaking it together. There is what they call that when it's agitating, when the washer is agitating, there is some movement. And I am so glad that there is a God that is so busy in my life that He gets so deep involved in my life that He is doing some moving to let me know that He is there. So not only is He making more room for my blessing, but He is making more room. And guess what? If God is agitating and making blessings, then guess what? Then that means, just like washing, guess what? The dirt got to go somewhere. So the burdens have to start being sifted and go somewhere, because God is pressing down and He's agitating. He is making the process of blessing go forth in my life. Ooh, boy. Y'all missing this thing. Now, the last part is the blessed part. This is where your purpose come in at. I got 8 minutes to do this. This is where your purpose come in at. It says, running over. Brother Phil, do me a favor. Give me 3 bottles. Bottle of water. 1 empty, 1 full, and 1 halfway full. It's 1 empty on my table right now because I was thirsty. Okay. Now, just stand off to the side with those. Now, listen. This is you. God can't use you if you're empty and are living a purposeless life. This is you. You're empty. Y'all didn't see that, but you're empty. So there's nothing. Sorry. Rain on me. So this little song, this flashback. So if you're empty, you can't do nothing. Look, this brother might need you to do something in his life. You can't do nothing. This sister might need you to say something because you haven't been, saying nothing, so you don't have nothing to give. This sister right here might need a financial blessing, but you don't have nothing. This one right here might need something else just for you to listen to it. But guess what? You haven't been listening to nobody all this time, so you are empty. So God can't use you. Now, I got good news, and it's not Geico. Now, when you start to become full, then God will start to see the desires of your heart. Scripture said he'll give you the desires of your heart. Don't y'all know that? So meaning there is a process. There is a process. And so for anyone, come here, real quick. So for anyone to leave church and on Monday through Saturday, you like this again, and then on Sunday, you like this, that's because you don't have a good, stern, solid relationship with God, and where you're growing. Well, Pastor, what fills me up? What fills me up? Because at this point, because see, this is where the enemy wants to keep you right here. To make you think that you're there and you're not there. He want to put in your mind that you're half full when really, when you're not living in purpose because no one is being able to benefit from this, guess what? You're half empty. Do you hear what I'm saying? So what the enemy want to do is he wants you to recognize your blessing. He wants you to get all you can. He wants you to get all you can all you get, then put a cap on the can so nobody can receive the blessing. And you're not being a giver. And you know what's so funny about it? When you're like this, guess what? That's when you're sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes up, sometimes down. Almost level to the ground. Y'all remember that old church? And so what I'm pointing to you is God can't use you unless you allow him to fill you up. Give me the other one. So he said, uh-oh. And so when you allow God to fill you up, it's a good measure, pressed down, shaken together. Now, listen, because this is you on the inside. So guess who else is on? Everybody else around you is on the outside. That's living in purpose. While you're working in ministry, yes, life begins to squeeze you. But it's squeezing you for a reason because there's a blessing in you.